Russell Wilson was held out of practice for the second straight day with a calf injury, and Justin Fields is taking the first team reps. Fields is making the most of his opportunity in Pittsburgh, saying, quote, "Any question that I have, I can always go to Russ asking for advice." So Russ is bringing the young guy along. We're bringing in Fox Sports NFC North reporter Carmen Vitale. Welcome, Carmen.
Thanks so much.
Shady, you're up first. Should Russ be nervous about Justin Fields taking his starting job?
Before I answer this question, because you know the answer already, but I just want to ask you guys, right? I know it's my turn, but I don't know if I was tripping about this question, but I would ask, why would Russ be worried about Justin Fields? Seriously, like, what would be there for him to be worried about? Because did you guys see him play in the last 3 years?
I did watch, yeah.
Okay, so I
watched very closely.
help me out, because I don't.
Very closely.
I mean, I think.
He's doing the right stuff.
No, I'm asking you, what should he be?
I think maybe James, because James is like the number one.
Yeah.
Why should he be worried about
defender
just
of
taking
Justin
his
Fields.
job? That's my question.
Well, he shouldn't be worried right now.
Oh.
Yeah, he shouldn't be worried right now.
But eventually
He should be worried if he's playing bad, but he shouldn't be worried.
Oh,
right now.
okay. So this whole thing is based on if Russ plays bad. So it's not like he got a really good player behind him. It's just like, oh, okay.
No. We're talking about right now. He's
right
not
now.
available, and Justin Fields is
I
getting
was
first team
answering your
reps.
question. Because my answer is he shouldn't be worried neither. I was answering your question.
No, I'm saying I'm just trying to get it correct because I just.
I mean, some people might say that maybe Russ is not good still.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. But
I wouldn't say that, but
my question is, because I watched Justin Fields play for 3 years, and then I
did too,
watched
yeah.
Russ play last year. It was solid. It wasn't great, but it was solid. I'm just thinking, like if I'm Russ, I'm in his shoes, his cleats on, I'm saying, go Steelers, go, right? With Sierra, if I'm him, I'm just thinking, like, why am I worried about Justin Fields is my question.
You're worried because the organization traded for Justin Fields.
You're
With the day 3 pick.
I'm answering your question.
what they give him was
The day 3 pick. Six-round pick. Six-round pick.
Can I answer your question? Can I answer your question?
I'm sorry, brother. Sorry.
So, they traded for Justin Fields to come over here.
6-round pick.
They're paying you nothing. They're paying you $2 to be over here.
Minimum.
Okay.
Chicago know Justin Fields might be garbage. But we don't know.
Might know?
But we don't know if Justin Fields is garbage in our system and what we do.
Hey.
So with Russ sitting out and Justin Fields in right now, he possibly could open some eyes if he's playing really, really well. That may worry some people.
It took one offseason with Arthur Smith
That's
for Justin
all
Fields
I'm
to start
saying.
throwing over the middle. That's all I have to
That's
say.
all I'm saying.
Okay, well, Carmen,
That's my
should Russ be worried about Fields taking his job? You have watched all of Justin Fields play for all 3 years.
All of his training camps, too. No, Russell Wilson should not be afraid of Justin Fields at this present moment. If you have two guys, one is a Super Bowl winner, one is a 9-time Pro Bowl player, he's got all of this experience in the league, and then you have an up-and-comer who has potential. 9 times out of 10, at least, I'm taking the guy that has experience until I'm proven otherwise. Now, could Justin Fields prove otherwise? Sure. Can he do it in the preseason where the pads are on only occasionally? You can't touch the quarterback. There's not a lot of stock placed in you doing well in the preseason, and that's assuming he does. What I've seen from him in Chicago the last 3 preseasons is that he's not consistent, and the defense will beat the offense in practice more times than they won't. So, how are you supposed to show the Steelers organization that they should trust the guy that is still yet to have proven anything over the guy that has all of this in his track record, and, by the way, had the 11th best completion rate in the league last year when he played? So you're safer with Russell Wilson, and until that goes off the rails, if it goes off the rails, then we can try and get a spark with Justin Fields, but I don't know what he's going to show in the postseason.
Preseason. Yeah, I agree. I don't know how good Justin Fields would have to look. I mean, he would have to be shaking boots out there in Pittsburgh to get.
Shaking boots.
I mean, for real, like it's on the ground. Like the 412 numbers are coming in to Joy. Like, yo, it's the real deal. Like, we got one. Forget that Russell Wilson talk. He's sounding crazy on TV. We out here seeing it. Because what Carmen said is true. Look, Russ's 2022 year has everybody shook.
Yeah.
Still, and it's fair because it was atrocious. But as I went over yesterday, and I'll do it again in case you missed it. Shame on you. Russ's 2022 year was the worst of his career, right? It was abysmal. We all were in shock. We couldn't process how bad he was. Even in that year, Fields was worse. So I'm like, what could you possibly show? And I am invested in Justin Fields being good. I need him to be good. I want him to be good. But there's nothing that could shake my faith that right now Russell Wilson isn't better. Now, if Russ can't stay healthy or he's not healthy going into the season, then we don't have a choice. But if they're both upright, of course it's Russ, not 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Yeah. Because even in Russ's worst year, he was better than Justin Fields. So how am I supposed to contextualize that? James, should Russ be worried?
No, Russell Wilson should not be worried. Because, number one, he shouldn't be worried because Russ don't miss games. Like, Russ is dealing with this little injury. Russ has missed 5 games out of 193. And that's when he broke his hand and couldn't throw the football. But he's missed 5 games in 193 games. Russ is always available. This is practice. We all know Russ takes care of his body. Russ is going to make sure he's out there. The only reason that Justin Fields steps into this game is if Russell Wilson really does it to himself and he's playing at a terrible, terrible level and the Pittsburgh Steelers are losing football games. I think that's when you see Justin Fields. But I will say, you don't ever want to give a person extra reps if it is a little competition. You want to be out there and you want to be out there competing. You don't want to give a person extra reps. I remember when I was coming up and Donald Driver was the #1 wide receiver. And Coach McCarthy would be like, hey, man, vet day. Like, you off, bro. Everybody taking their vet days. Brett Favre, Charles was there. Not D-Drive. D-Drive out there, trotting out there because he knew Greg Jennings was behind him. I was behind. He like, these little jokers ain't getting no extra reps.
I mean, you guys are good. You guys are good. Like,
these little dudes ain't getting no extra reps. I'm out here. So when you give a person extra reps, he can open some eyes. Now, I don't think that Russell Wilson should be nervous, but the longer you sit out, the more opportunities for Justin Fields.
Don't you think, though, that even with Justin Fields getting these reps, he's getting reps in a system meant for Russell Wilson right now? And I think that those systems, a system that Justin Fields can thrive in and a system that Russell Wilson thrives in, are different systems. The system that Justin Fields can thrive in is so specific, and you need an offensive coordinator. And I don't think that Arthur Smith can't do it. But when you are developing a system, he's implementing a new system in Pittsburgh, you are doing that for one of these quarterbacks. And I think he's doing it for Russell Wilson. So Fields getting reps in the system that's meant for Russell Wilson, Fields isn't going to show the potential that he has because this system isn't tailored to him.
So that might be worse then.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, what if he does?
Well, if he does, then I think that maybe you weight that a little bit more. But it's still preseason, though, James. Like,
No,
you know,
that's what I'm
like,
saying. You're not winning no job off of preseason,
exactly.
especially when you got a future Hall of Famer and Russell Wilson in front of you.
Right.
But you also have, this isn't a rookie. He has 3 years of starting experience looking basically the same.
Yep.
He had some moments last year that, okay, but in totality, I mean, Shady talks about it all the time. The one thing that the Steelers don't do is lose.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
like that's the thing. We might get it done a little
seasons.
funky. All right, the defense might be winning these games, but we're not losing. Like, we're not having a losing season. So what does Justin Fields do at an extremely high level? And again, the Bears are not the Steelers. Like, I don't just cool Bears fans. Like, talk to somebody else about it. This is not the same. We're not on the same. We're not the same.
Yeah.
Okay, not like us. But this is like a situation where he's not going into this with that kind of equity or even upside. Like, he has something to him, Justin Fields, and it's because he's an elite runner. Like,
Yes,
the
really
one
good
thing
runner.
that Justin Fields can do, when you can't take it away from him, is run.
Yes.
But he is not a running back.
Yeah, but
he's not a gadget player. He is.
And that's why you need a system
He's
that
a
takes advantage of his running ability on top
But
of
Russ is not running at the same level, to your
Right.
point, Carmen. Russ
Exactly.
is not running at the same level that he used to.
But not only that, though.
So his system is different.
Right.
Not only that, this ain't the Bears no more.
Correct.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have not seen Justin Fields.
No?
They haven't. Like, I'm sure we've all been in situations to where your homeboy, your homegirl said, man, she or he, man, don't mess with them. Like, and then you meet them and you like, ain't all that bad. Like, what they talk about? They haven't seen Justin Fields in practice with the Chicago Bears 24/7. They haven't seen Justin Fields in their system. So if Justin Fields is balling in their system, they could be looking like the Bears tripping.
Hey, we got to talk to Ken Allen. I can't wait to do this, though, right? Because you know what? Because you see it, because he's the Bears, and you see him on tape. I'm like, now you see that old tape with that number. You know what I mean? You see him on tape now. Like, how bad is he? But we won't get to it.
Joined by six-time Pro Bowler Keenan Allen. He gets ready for his first season in Chicago.